Hi everyone, myself Pruthvi. Today welcome you all for my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to demonstrate how to create a Bigtable instance in GCP. So Bigtable is one of the Google proprietary database. So it is a columnar database and it's a NoSQL one. So with a low latency and operates at a high availability, and it's going to be handling lot of petabytes of data with a lot of fast scanning. It's one of the best in terms of fast scanning in Google. So Google database. So that is the reason Google is differentiating as a cloud provider in the database in the Bigtable. Okay, so when you compare to the other cloud provider, so people usually comes to Google Cloud provider like for the Bigtable and the BigQuery. In the next video, I'll be talking about BigQuery, how to create an instance and all. So first in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a Bigtable instance and how to enter a columnar database and how to verify that column, how does the columnar database works. So in this I'm going to discuss in this video, I'm going to discuss all those concepts. So firstly, let us start with creating an instance. Next, let us go to how to connect to that HBase Bigtable instance. After once we connect to the HBase instance, how to insert a data flow, and let us do that. Okay, so first let us create an instance. So let us make it very quickly so that we will get an hands-on. Okay, so first we have to specify uh, the name of the instance. So let us specify it as YouTube demo. So this one, Pruthvi IT Center. So okay, so next continues. So the important point here you should notice that so the instance size is a permanent one. So and the instance name is only for the purpose of displaying only. You can able to edit the id also. There is, you can as per your wish. So it will be unique. So and it is a permanent one. Okay, so after that you have to select the storage type. So here you have to be very careful. So for the large data, so if you want low latency and all, you can choose ssd. So you can also choose hhd. It is one of the also a very good thing, but so the latency is high, and that's the one of the thing which is in HDD. So but ssd is one of the low latency, and it's going to it is one of the very good fast scanning kind of thing. It's going to work faster than HDD. So if you want to accumulate more data, so go for HDD if you are not caring about high latency. So first let us select ssd. So it is one of the very good thing in terms of low latency. Next, you have to configure your cluster actually. So this is the permanent cluster ID. So where you want to deploy your cluster is one of the very important thing. So if your customer is been serving near to the US location, please go to the US. So if you are in the Asia location, based on your customer requirement and all, you can adopt and you can change the region. So presently I am selecting US West 1 origin. So here also you can select the zones and all. So I'm presently leaving it as the default to any. It can provision wherever it is, wherever it want. So and also it is a scaling mode. So in the manual allocation you can specify how many nodes you want. You can specify one node, so or you can specify three nodes, or like that you can specify how many nodes you would require. Or you can specify an auto scaling. So minimum is 1 and maximum is 3, and you can specify 10 also. So like that you can able to differentiate in auto scaling mode. It's going to work when there is a peak load and high load. Okay, so CPU utilization is 60%. You can set as per your requirement, and the storage utilization target is 2.5 terabyte per node. So that's how it's going to, whenever it reaches 2.5, it is going to increase it. Like that it's going to work. So first let us go for the manual allocation itself. So next go for the advanced option. So where you can also add another cluster. Okay, so like a replication kind of a thing is one of the very good thing for the backup purpose. So where you can specify where you want to deploy that uh, replicated cluster. So you want to be in US, you can specify and allocation and also auto scaling. So like this, you can able to add a replication also. So presently in this video, we are not doing that. So because we are not deploying any production environment, that's the reason we are not deploying. So let us click on create. So it will finish by creating. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to explain what is Bigtable database is going to look like. So Bigtable database is going to have four-dimensional kind of a thing. It is not like a relational database like MySQL. So where in the relational database only it is going to be having row and a column, but in the Bigtable, it's having a four-dimensional row key. It's a very important thing. It is uniquely identified the whole information of the particular person or whole information of the particular product or like that. So and the column family and the column. So and the timestamp. These are the four-dimensional kind of thing where it's going to differentiate in terms of fast scanning. So it is going to indexing the row key. So it is a NoSQL kind of a thing and the key value pair like that. Key is the row and the value is the column and columnar database columnar value input. Okay, so that's how the Bigtable is going to differentiate in terms of fast scanning. So what is that happening in the MySQL is that why the people those who are moving from MySQL to the columnar database, it's for mainly for the fast scanning. How the fast scanning works is that, so whenever in RDBMS out if like that, let's take an example. This is an SKU. So where is the title is given, a department is given, and last updated or author. So these are the four fields will be there in the RDBMS also. So if in RDBMS, if this field is missing, it will be marked as a null and nothing is been uh, entered here. So it will be left over there itself. In the columnar database, you can never to delete this, so that it will not be appeared for this person. It is works in the different fashion. So that's how the Bigtable is going to differentiate. So in terms of fast scanning and all. So let us go and connect to the instance. So the Bigtable instance is created. So let's go to the Cloud Shell environment. We shall have to activate the Cloud Shell. So we have to go into the project. We have to set the project, and the next step, the few important things and steps which you have to follow. So the first command is that, so this is the first sudo update and install. So install the openjdk and headless. So you have to copy this command. So I want to provide this command and all in the description. So press insert shift insert. So it's going to do its job. So in the meanwhile, so after completion of this, what we have to do is that, so you have to clone this git repository. So to run the quick start script in the Cloud Shell to connect to the Bigtable instance. Okay, it's one of the HBase kind of a thing. So now that it's completed, so git, let us clone this git repository. Okay, so what it is telling is that, what it is telling is that it is already present. The git clone repository is already present. So what we have to do is that we have to get into the environment, cd cloud. So this is the environment. So let us type ls. So we'll get a lot of files here. So the file and the directory which we are focused on, the quick start. Okay, see cd quick start. So next, after that we have to run the script of quick start. So it is selected, and automatically the instance size is selected. So now the script is running, the quick start script is running. So wait for few seconds. It's going to give an hbase kind of a prompt here. So this is the prompt which we want to see here. So first let us scan, or let us list list. So list command tells, so whatever the table which is present inside this hbase. So first we have to create a table and create a column and all. So first we have to enter create. So once we enter a create a table students and the column family is personal, so where it is created. So where you can able to see the table student is created. So when you list the tables, it's going to list the student. So the next command, we have to put some data inside this table actually. So the command is, so I'm going to paste this command. So where it's going to insert a row. So first the I'm going to briefly explain what is that put function tells is that. So it is a put and the table name is students and the row ID and the row key. So this is a unique in terms of all the inside the database. So this is the unique key which is going to identify the information what we're gonna enter in the next one. So this is the personal, the name and my name. Okay. So when we enter, it's going to insert this data inside this table. When you're gonna list and scan student, so now it is scanning the students table. So where it is telling is that, so there is a one entry, the row key and the column plus cell, column name, column is personal and the name, timestamp, and the value is Pruthvi. Okay. So see, previously I have told you it is having a four dimensional kind of a thing. So one is the row key, so one is a column family and the column, so column family, so and the value and the timestamp. So this is how it's going to differentiate in terms of the RDBMS and MySQL and HBase. Okay, so let us insert some more inputs here so that it will be easier for us to uh, visualize, and it will give a sum of the lot of visibility. So let us see. Inserts few more data sets here, few more so one thing which is important to note here. So uh, here I made a mistake. What is that? Is that, so Irfan. So this is the name of a person and the state is Chikmagalur. Okay. So here the row key is should be unique for this another entry like Chaitra. It's a new person. So but in here, so the key which the key ID which I entered is the same. So now let us see how the scanning will be done. Okay. So see in the 1 2 3 4 5 in the row key ID, so these are visible. If you're gonna search for the information related to Pruthvi value in this key ID, it's going to search for this key ID and it's going to be giving an output. Okay. So but in terms of the next row, one is 1 2 3 4 5 6, where you can able to see the value is Chaitra. So previously we entered the value of Irfan actually. So after we enter the value of Chaitra, it is replaced the name before. So the name before which we entered here is Irfan. But once we enter a new thing, so it is going to be replacing the previous one. So for that, for we or to rectify that issue, so press again this command. So it's going to rectify the issue. So now let us see the value has changed to Irfan. So it is the Irfan, and then the value is been changed for this row key ID. Okay. So here we have to alter that actually. So we have to give a unique row key ID. So this want to be very important, guys, in terms of when you are working with HBase and all. You should be knowing how does an HBase work, and you will get a good hands-on when you are going and working with Bigtable and all. So a lot of experience is required. So I'm inserting these values so that it will going to be very useful for to visualize. So now I have changed the row key ID and all. So now let us again scan students table. Okay. So now let us see. So these are the entries. Okay. So these are the entries we have in this uh, columnar database. So in Bigtable. Okay. So when it is going to scan or it's going to query, it wants to retrieve any data from this big table, it's going to be easy and it's going to be fast in terms of scanning the row key, and it's going to scan the whole row key which is related to, if the row key is attached to this information and all, it's going to fetch very easily, and it's going to give very good output in the fastly manner. So now let us delete this table. We don't want this, we have used it. So before delete this table, we have to disable it. I'm going to show you firstly the error what it show. So when you want to delete this table, it's going to be telling first you have to disable this table before dropping or before deleting it. Okay, so you have to disable it. So for that you have to type a command disable. So now it is disabled actually. So now drop students. So now again list. So you can able to see there are no tables is present inside this big table. Okay, so this how it is going to look actually. So I think you got some idea guys. Actually let us go to the console and let us visualize how it is going to look like. And in the tables, uh, you should be able to see in the tables uh, table id and all. So since we deleted that table, so it is now deleted. You can able to create it here. So you can able to type create and the table and table id, and you can add the column and the column family. So here one of the very important thing, so here you can able to specify how you want to be segregating a data. So whether you want to keep that in terms of how many days and all. If you're gonna click here, it's going to show maximum 5 days, maximum option is 2. So that is the level of policy is defined to keep the data inside this big table. So this is all about this video guys. Next video I'll be talking about BigQuery. So how to create a BigQuery and how to run a script in the BigQuery, I'll be talking about in the next video. So this is about all about this video. Thank you all guys, and keep supporting, do like, subscribe. So thank you, bye bye.